Now, Revenge, this Hamptons community. Who are you in this somewhat disreputable crowd? I gather.
Well, it all depends. If you're in the Hamptons, they're very reputable. If you're not from the Hamptons and you're jealous, they're very disreputable. I'm playing a guy named Conrad Grayson, who's the patriarch of the Grayson family. He's a hedge fund manager, made a lot of money, and some of the things he did to make that money are coming back to nibble away at his family.
This is, I mean, you've done series television before, but in very, very different context.
The only series I've done is
Well,
the Tudors.
Tudors.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This
so
is
very different.
This is a little different.
Yeah, yeah. In a sense, I didn't consider the Tudors as much of a series format because it was Showtime and the commercials. The media was going to be different between whatever the storyline was, but for each act. And this is fast and packed. Philip Noyce, I'd worked with him on Clear and Present Danger. It was a very different environment, of course, feature film, lots of money, time to get it right, big screen, we need lots of detail, and Philip tries to put all of that detail in a television schedule, which is close to impossible, but he still tries, and he does it benevolently, but I call him the benevolent steamroller. He'd summered in the Hamptons, he knew these people, obviously that was the backdrop against which we see ourselves, the Hamptons. He knows it, he wanted it in the pilot, and he also wanted to make sure that the characters that we were starting off with, that we were presenting from the get-go, had the layers that we could then peel off as the series developed.
Again, something very different between doing a feature and doing a series is that you have a chance to explore that character over an arc.
I guess so, yeah.
You'll find out.
Yeah, I guess I'm putting the layers on right now, so that when we start shooting, the layers can come on.
But having Noyce to sort of walk you through that transition, having made it himself as a director.
Yeah. You mean made what as a director?
Well, having made the transition, or having done both features.
Right. And television. Yeah, absolutely. He knew what he was in for. He knew what he had to deliver, and he made everyone aware that their best game it would be best to bring your best game because he's bringing his. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's cool.
At this point, you shot the pilot, I guess, nothing else?
Just the pilot. The plane's going down, so the co-pilot's going to come in. I don't know. But yeah, we just shot the pilot.
Talking a bit about the rest of the cast, Emily Van Camp, fellow Canadian.
Terrific actor. Wonderful. I was going to say sweet, and she has a sweetness that you probably all know if you've been watching anything Emily does. But there's a savvy in her, and I think that's one of the reasons she's doing what she's doing so well, is that there's an understanding, either innate or learned. It's probably innate, and then skill on top of that, of what's required and how to deliver it. A dancer originally, and obviously that requires an extraordinary amount of work. So she understands that. She's prepared and delicate, nuanced, and just and excited. She's excited to explore, add on to, and reveal parts of ourselves to ourselves through the filter of Emily Thorne, which is the character she plays, as opposed to Emily Van Camp, which is her name. There are two characters in this show that have the same owned name and character name, which is very confusing to me because I'm over 50. They do that. I say Ashley. Actually, when we first started shooting, a couple of the actors kept calling me Henry, so obviously I wasn't fully in character, or I am in character. Although there's some scenes with beautiful women, so that's whatever.
Well, speaking of